G'day folks, I just thought that I'd demonstrate the lubrication system of the rotary compressor. It also sums up a little theory I had. I didn't express it earlier. I figured hydraulic pressure in the oil system might help keep that oscillating seal tight against the rotor, which is why Mobox 7's pump didn't actually build pressure until it got going. It's just a little theory I had. It does seem to spray a lot of oil out past the seal. Obviously that oil won't get to the top of the canister when the motor stator's in place, but a little bit does. Like all refrigeration compressors, they do emit a bit of an oil mist out of their discharge tube. Let's give it a shot. It's just flying out of the hole where the sliding seal goes. And that's running in reverse. It's not supposed to run that way. And they won't run that way when you wire them up. Pretty fascinating little devices, although in this case very messy, covered with oil. Another thing I wanted to discuss is the suction line accumulators that are attached to the sides of all of these rotary compressors. Obviously this one's not always standing vertically, but the purpose of this device is to catch liquid refrigerant in the bottom here by diverting it with this baffle and screen down the sides of the tube and evaporate or allow it to evaporate before the gases can go down this tube and into the compressor to be compressed again. If liquid were to drop straight down into the compressor, it would have the effect of water in a car engine. It would hydraulically slam the rotor and the seal. That's called slugging in the refrigeration industry. I thought this Mitsubishi unit would actually have a filtered dryer in it, but there's actually two accumulators. This is the second one, which is for catching excess refrigerant liquid when it's running in reverse cycle. The single cycle models don't actually have this second accumulator. This is the same kind of condensing unit, slightly smaller, but you can see that second accumulator in there in the back, and that's just to catch liquid and allow it to evaporate before it gets back to the compressor. And this one here is just a standard item on the compressor regardless of what cycle it has, whether it's reversed or not. I was toying with the idea of using this condensing unit as a compressor, but since I've replaced a dud start capacitor, it runs too well, so I think I might actually use this as a heating unit. It's reverse cycle obviously, still got a full charge of gas in it as well, so I can't just go tearing it apart. I don't have the interior evaporator panel for it, but I've got a nice old commercial refrigeration core. Should work okay. This is just one of your generic Chinese ones, nothing special. The compressor's made by Toshiba though, and I'm sure they make it under license in China. Another thing to note when you're hooking up a compressor inside a air compressor or anything else is to keep loops in the system to absorb vibration and avoid cracking your pipes. It also helps to cut down noise and other fluctuations in the system.